All right, we are on lesson 77. Number 1 says it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit today. How many degrees above freezing is this? Okay, before we go on, remember, let's see, page 11. Above freezing, and it was Fahrenheit, right? Yep. Okay, so water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's 75 degrees. How far above 32 degrees Fahrenheit is that? 75 minus 32, we'll figure out the difference. 5 take away 2 is 3. 7 take away 3 is 4. Oh, I suppose I could have done that over here. 75 take away 32 equals 43. So our answer is 43 degrees Fahrenheit above freezing. The water in the pan is 50 degrees below the boiling point on the Fahrenheit scale. We have to figure out what that is. Boiling point on Fahrenheit. So this side's Fahrenheit, and I see up here water boils at 212. Boiling point on the Fahrenheit scale, 212. So the water in the pan is 50 degrees below 212. What is the temperature of the water? Well, below we're going to subtract, right? So 212 take away 50. Grab a piece of scratch paper since they never give us enough room. 212 take away 50. 2 take away 0 is 2. We can go 21 take away 5, or if you want to do the borrowing, we can go like that. 11 take away 5 is 6, and 1 take away nothing is 1. So the answer is the temperature of the water is 162 degrees. I think we're talking about Fahrenheit. Yep. Okay. Label the length and width in centimeters of this rectangle. So we're going to get a centimeter side of our ruler. This side is 2 centimeters. That means this side is 2 centimeters. This side is 3 centimeters. That means that this side is 3 centimeters. Right? So what is the area? Now, if we can't remember area or how to calculate it, it is on page 34. Remember this? Area is the yard inside the fence, right? In order to figure out, we do length times width. Length times width. So length times width. 3 times 2. The area is 6, gets labeled centimeters squared. Name a pair of parallel line segments. So remember, we write a line segment with 2 letters below a straight line. So parallel means going side by side, not crossing, right? Perpendicular is coming to a right angle. Parallel is like train tracks. You can remember from those 2 L's in parallel. So we can do DE or ED, doesn't matter which way you list it. And we go parallel, that's a sign for parallel, to FG or GF, however you want to put it. FG. Name a pair of perpendicular line segments. So we need two line segments that come together like a T at a right angle, right? So we can do line segment DE again. And it's perpendicular to this one or this one. So the sign for perpendicular is an upside down T. And line segment D, I'm going to go with this one, G. So I'm saying this is perpendicular to this. Okay? Name angle 1 in 3 other ways. So this angle right here. Now you remember, angles can be, we symbolize it like this. Angle, we can do, as long as the G, this is in the middle, we can do DGF. DGF. Angle, we can go the other way, FGD. And we can also do angle and just call it G. Okay? Circle the most reasonable estimate, so we can estimate 5 times 27. Well, if I'm going to estimate, and that probably means I might try to do something in my head. I can't do this in my head. But if I know that 27 is pretty close to 30, I can figure out 5 times 30 in my head, because I do 5 times 3 and I put a 0 on the end, right? 5 times 30 is 150. And this will be a little bit less because 27 is a little less than 30. So which one is my best estimate? Between 100 and 150, between 150 and 200, between 200 and 250. Well, remember I said 27 is a little less than 30, so it's going to be a little less than 150. And this one is my best guess. Right? Use mental computation to find the product. I should have written it down here. This is what they're looking for. Round a number to make it easier to do it mentally in your head. Tammy bought, oh, you know what, to find the product. I think they're looking for an exact number. So, no, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I just want you to do your estimate when they say that on side B. Tammy bought a set of markers for $3.79 and an eraser for 63 cents. They didn't give us hardly any workspace, so I'm going to go in here. How much did she spend? So she bought something for $3.79 plus, remember the most important thing you can do when you're adding money is line up the decimal points, so just put your decimal points on right away. Plus an eraser for 63 cents. Well, that's $0.63. If my decimal points are lined up, I can add 9 plus 3. 7 plus 1 is 8, and 6 more is 14. Decimal point goes right below. 3 plus 1 is 4. So she spent $4.42. How much change did she get back from a $10 bill? How much change did she get back from a $10 bill? So, let's see. So she paid with $10. I still have to line up decimal points when I'm subtracting. And I'm going to take out what she paid and see what my change is. Lined up the decimal point. Now, practice borrowing. Lots of practice borrowing. Okay? Can't do this, can't do this, can't do this. We got to go all the way over to this neighbor and borrow 1. Give to this neighbor, borrow 1. Give to this neighbor, borrow 1. Give to this neighbor. 10 take away 2, is 8. 9 take away 4 is 5, decimal point. 9 take away 4 is 5, and there's nothing there. So, change from a $10 bill is $5. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. $5.58. Okay. Okay, let's do some data. Shade the bar graph. Now a bar graph is a graph that has like a rectangle that goes up to where you want it to go, right? Bar graph, or sometimes bar graphs can have rectangles that go this way. Shade the bar graph to show the daily high Celsius temperatures in these US cities. So Anchorage, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. How much Celsius? We need, Anchorage, Boise, Cheyenne. I think the A, B, and C are supposed to be Anchorage, Boise, and Cheyenne. Either we can Google these, or if you have your journal at home, tell you what, if you have your journal at home, use page 11. If you do not have your journal at home, use your iPad and say, how many degrees Celsius is 36 degrees Fahrenheit, or something like that. And you should get the equivalent Celsius, okay? You could do either one. You could also use this page right here. So I'm gonna fill these in for us. You can Google when you need to. So 36, we're just gonna come close on this one. We're not gonna be exact. 36 is a little above water freezing. So let's say that would be like 4 degrees Celsius maybe. That's just an estimate, but it's close. Boise, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's go over here. 68 degrees Fahrenheit is close to room temperature, and that would be about 20 Celsius. So let's say 20. 54 degrees Fahrenheit is how much Celsius? So 54 looks like it would be about around 10. So those are estimates, but at least I know they're close. If you want to Google them to be exact, you can certainly do that, or ask Siri, okay? So 4 degrees Celsius, Anchorage is 4. So 4, I've got 0 and 10, so we're gonna go almost halfway between, and we're gonna put a little bar going up, okay? 20 degrees Celsius, Boise, B for Boise. 20 degrees Celsius is right here. Make a bar going up. Cheyenne's the last one at 10 degrees Celsius. And 10 is right on that line. I am perfectly fine with you being close enough on this one because this is going to be tricky on your iPad. Okay? Last one's 2 into 86. So I'm going to use scratch paper again to help me line things up. 2 into 86. Now you can get your multiplication chart out, or if you don't have your math journal, go ahead and Google multiplication chart so you have it in front of you if you need it. 2 goes into 8 how many times? 2 times 4 is 8. Then we do 4 times 2 and subtract. 8 take away 8 is 0, and we bring down the next number. 2 into 6 goes 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6, and we have none left over. So the answer to this one, oops, I ran off the page a little bit, sorry. The answer to this one is 43. And since you didn't see half of that, let's do it again. 3 into 69. Now I don't have to do it this whole way if these are going in equally. So I'll show you how to do it if they're going in equally. Rarely will it work like this with division, but they're starting you out a little bit easy. So 3 times what is 6? 3 goes into 6 2 times. Since it went in evenly, I'm not going to worry about it because I can see that 3 is going to go into 9 evenly too. 3 into 9, 3 times. Now, if I stretched that out, oh, it looks like I'm going to have to on this one. Okay, so this one looks like 4 into 92. Okay, so this is going to be a more typical division problem. 4 times what gets us close to 9 without going over? 4 goes into 9, 4, 8, 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract. 9 take away 8 is 1. Bring down the next number. 4 goes into 12. How many times? 3. 3 times 4 is 12, and we have none left over and nothing else to bring down. So the answer is 23. Last one, 5 into 75. Okay. 5 goes into 7 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract. 7 take away 5 is 2. Bring down the next number. Now we do 5 into 25. 5 goes into 25. 5 times 5 is 25. We have nothing left over and nothing else to bring down. So our answer is 15. There's some trickier stuff in there, guys. Do your best work. If it's too hard, we will be working on it again soon. Have a good afternoon.